something, and obviously you and I need to work together, you know, leverage whatever we can, work together and clean up some of the, you know, and I'll say it. We got to clean up some of the shit. You know, we do. We have to work together, you know, use our leverage, use our power together and clean up some of the shit. Because I'm not going to deny there is some shit. And I think, you know, that's something that we also need to do. So I think it's nothing but W. I think this is massive. I think you're making a huge statement. I think, you know, if anyone has an issue, I think once they, you know, let the emotions run through and they start thinking objectively, they'll realize this is a win. Not just for Kick, but for the entire streaming space. There needs to be a healthy competition. There needs to be platforms that challenge each other and bring out the best in each other. And that's the way people need to look at it. It's a win for everybody because this will force every streaming platform to be its best.
You know, Train, initially that was like, that was a big word that I had. And it's gonna, I've never taken like big risks with my career overall, right? In the past, like what amount of years, I've never done anything drastic. Right? And it's almost feel like as soon as I saw like all the signings, the people that are positively being looked at, right? Like I just felt like it's a big statement for me to just go all out, right? And yeah, it is a massive quote unquote risk always to do massive changes or whatever, right? On that front, but I think like you said, I think it's a statement for sure, 100%. And also, listen. I think we can just say straight up. It's what I told you earlier about like stuff like the Aiden situation. Listen, I've tried to work with Aiden in the past like year, and he's a little bit unhinged. Okay, and I genuinely think it's a problem, and I think us being blind to it is fucking stupid. I think some of that shit needs to get 100% fledged out for things to regain legitimacy. And if that means that it has to be like, I don't know. I'm not gonna be that guy. I just hope that that we can work with Aiden on fixing some of this shit.
We can. Aiden understands. You know, I've talked to him. He understands, you know, where he's being toxic and where he's being edgy. He gets it. You know, he wants to move away from that himself. Like, you know, he wants to do the content he does, but he wants to move away from the bullshit. And I think people like you and I can lead him in that direction, you know, as friends. But he definitely is aware. I've hammered into him multiple times, and he is, trust me, he like off stream, he's a good kid, and I think we can, you know, lead him toward the light instead of, you know, down that path.
People always say like ban this person, censor this person, it takes business off the internet. I wish people understood like it's really not like that. Chat, a lot of you guys know this, okay, because of my I guess my development as a streamer and as a person overall over the past like 8 years. I started off really fucking rocky, okay. I was the Aiden back in the days, okay, and it wasn't pretty. People, you say I wasn't, okay. Listen, it was pretty bad at first. Listen, I don't think you guys get it. At first, it was pretty bad, okay. It's the same concept. You guys don't understand that it's not about the severity of his actions. It's about doing actions overall. And people were good enough to give me a chance and to give me temporary bans and slap on the wrist and nudge me in the right directions and kind of refilter that as a whole to have a better experience at the end, right? And I think giving up on people and being like, oh, let's just ban this. I think it's stupid. I don't think it does. I don't think it does anything.
Of course it doesn't. It only, listen. In my opinion, this is how it should be. Okay, like here are the facts. In my opinion, X, right? You can deplatform someone that's that large, but they're going to have a platform no matter what. They're massive. So one of two things happens. You either deplatform to appease the people thinking short term, right? And then you alienate the individual with the large platform, send them down the rabbit hole even deeper, and create a real problem with no real solution. Or you help someone understand, right? You bring them to the light with time and patience, and you help them understand why what they're doing or what they're saying is hateful or wrong. This idea where we just completely cancel out and push them out, that doesn't solve anything. It's a band-aid fix to appease people. You know, it's a band-aid solution. It's a short-term fix, you know, and it does nothing. It only alienates and sends people off deeper down the rabbit hole and makes the problem 10 times worse. Just because we can't see it on our platform doesn't mean it's not making it worse elsewhere. If you truly are a believer to bringing good to the world, you want to convert people. You understand? You want to help them understand why what they're doing is wrong, no matter how long that takes. This idea where they need to understand that day or they're done it only sends them further down the rabbit hole, whether it be for spite, revenge, anger, or whatever. So I think our job for our friends, right? Aiden is a friend, is to help him understand, and he does understand. And I think that's what we need to do. This whole cancel culture shit, bro, I'm telling you, it seems like it's more for clout than it is for actual change.
Yeah, I'm listening. Okay, listen, the only reason why I'm talking a lot about Aiden is that overall, Aiden's been a big part of Kick in sheer numbers. People will always look at things, right, and think about who's like the poster boy, who runs the game over there, right? In terms of sheer size, Aiden is massive over there on Kick. So not talking about it is stupid. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna ignore what is literally a big portion of the viewers on there. It's stupid. And a big thing that's very important for me is that things just don't change. Things don't change from what I do, and I think that matters a lot, and that matters a lot to what people think of Kick as a whole. When people see a clip, when people see a Kick clip, I don't want them to think automatically, oh, they're gonna say some unhinged shit or somebody's gonna be naked, because that's not what it's about. It really isn't, okay? And I'm telling you, it's not only with me, but with other people that make a big push to legitimize it, to make it an actual good competitor with a good fucking product. Because at the end of the day, that's the only thing that actually matters is a fucking good product. Because people watch and consume things that they enjoy watching. And what that is a good fucking product. And a good product that isn't bound to one place or one website or one thing. As long as you're willing to do the changes and work on it and try your best, it's endless. The possibilities are endless. And that's what I'm trying to tell you guys, is that matters to me a lot, and it's always mattered. Is the core foundation of live content is that we try our best, and we all in, man.
And people just need to have patience, realistically, right? Like, it took Twitch 10 years to figure their shit out, and even now they don't have it figured out, right? Like, you know, Kick's been around 5-6 months, you know, it's gonna take time. But I think with people like X, myself, you know, I think we can guide it in the right direction. We just need time and patience, right? Everyone wants things done now, right? The platform is brand new. You know, and let me reiterate that, you know, there's a lot of people who are talking right now who I think are new to Twitch. When I say new, I mean 2 to 3 years, right? Maybe even 4 years. You know, Twitch, you know, before you guys were here, Twitch, listen, it took them a long time, a decade, to figure their shit out. And like I said before, let me reiterate, they still haven't figured it out. So just give us time. You know, I think, you know, with people like xQc at the helm, I think we're going to lead it in the direction we need to and have a place where, you know, it's accepting for all people. So that's kind of the goal. Does that make sense?
No, it makes sense. Yeah, it's I was doing Dave UK because I like Dave UK a lot. I like Dave UK.